morning. Happy Tuesday after a long weekend, at least in North America. I am Melissa Agnes. If this is the first time you're joining, this is Morning Lives with me, Melissa Agnes, a daily space to help leaders like you stay grounded and connected to your inner strength, your inner resilience, your purpose, your vision, your mission, all the things that you are here to do and bring to the world. So if you are doing work that matters, which you are, and you want to lead from unwavering steadiness, you want to lead from increased clarity, especially in moments where there's a lot of uncertainty. A lot of people are looking for answers, and you want to be able to find those answers for yourself and lead from those answers. And if you are looking for deeper connection to yourself, connection to source, God, universe, quantum, creator, whatever you want to call it, and connection to those you are leading as you step into what you are called to do, then these morning lives are specifically for you. I show up here every weekday morning at 9 a.m. Eastern, live on LinkedIn and Instagram simultaneously, to share one anchoring message. My goal is always to inspire widening of perspective. That's my goal. And from there, I lead you through one grounding, what we're going to call a coherence drop-in. So to get you aligned, to get you connected, to get you into coherence, which I'll explain a little bit more later, for about 10 minutes, so that you can step into the rest of your day really in that clarity that we talked about, in that deep alignment, in that deep connection, in that deep attunement, in that deep coherence. So what I like to say is that I'm not necessarily here to teach you anything new. I'm simply here to remind you of what's true, what's real, what's actually important in a world that is so filled with noise that can drown out what's actually important. There is a lag, so if you type in live, if you type in a comment in the chat or in the comment box, I'll see it right away, but I won't respond for a few seconds because there's a lag. And my ask is that you share this. These morning lives, I show up here for free every single morning to support you, to serve you, and for all of us to get into coherence together, because I believe that we need more leaders who are fully online and connected to their deeper wisdom, their deeper knowings. So my ask is that if these morning lives serve you, please share them. Please help me extend my reach in serving more purpose-driven leaders. Okay, so today, what we're talking about, I keep switching the wrong thing. Today, okay, so you've probably heard, everybody seems to be talking about it everywhere, that today is the start to the new Chinese Zodiac calendar, which we're entering into the year of the fire horse. And apparently, according to everybody on social media, this is a really big deal. So I dug into it a little bit, and I wanted to share it with you today, again, for widening perspective, right? For let's utilize what the world is kind of talking about and look at it through the lens of leadership and what this could mean for you. It doesn't matter if you don't believe in Chinese astrology or if you don't follow astrology or believe in these things. That's not what I'm here to talk about. It's really just kind of widening perspective. Because why? Because we know, we talk about this frequently, our thoughts matter, our belief systems matter, and our emotions matter. And all of those things are interconnected, and they create our reality, individually and collectively. So if the whole world, generally speaking, is right now really pumped about this new fire horse year, and they're really, if people, your communities, your employees, those of you who are leading, are really looking at this and it's meaningful to them, what does that mean? It's shaping their belief systems. It means it's elevating their emotional state. It means that they are putting thought, belief, and emotion together, and that creates reality, which what does that mean for you as a visionary leader, as a purpose-driven leader? That means more deeply you can understand what's happening, and if our mind and our vision and our beliefs and our emotions create our reality, how can you take what other people are currently believing and feeling and thinking and leverage that in a way that can amplify your resonance and your connection with those you are leading? So that is my purpose today, is to look at this fire horse year through that lens. So here's what I have learned about the zodiac, the Chinese zodiac calendar and the fire horse year in accordance with what I wanted to share with you guys here today. So apparently the Chinese zodiac calendar starts February 17th, 2026, which is today, and begins the year of the fire horse, which will end February 5th. I think that's really interesting. 2027. I think it's interesting because it doesn't end February 16th, 2027. It ends February 5th, 2027. Just interesting. Apparently, the Chinese zodiac calendar follows a 60-year cycle. So the fire horse was last, here in 1966 and won't be here again for another 60 years. So let's see I see your hellos. Good morning. What this actually means. So the horse in Chinese astrology is associated with confidence, responsibility, intelligence, movement, and a strong desire for freedom and a dislike for being tightly controlled. What do we know about control? Control is a tool of fear. We talked about that a couple weeks ago in these lives. So I think it's really interesting. So confidence, responsibility, intelligence, movement, and a strong desire for freedom. Kind of think of the wild horse, right? That's what we're symbolizing here. And then the fire aspect amplifies the horse's nature. So this emphasizes energy, independence, passion, speed, and a drive toward forward momentum. And considering the state of the world right now, considering everything that's kind of happening all around us, I think this is really interesting symbolically for what we are currently going through and how we, as purpose-driven, mission-driven, visionary leaders, can really utilize this to our advantage. Okay, so symbolically, this year carries themes of movement and amplified expression, which we are beginning to see more and more, right? It's like stirring up. It's been stirring up as we've been shifting into this new era, because we are certainly shifting into a new era, Chinese astrology aside. So commentators are describing 2026 as favoring decisive movement over hesitation. Decisive movement over hesitation. This is for the purpose-driven leader. With a cultural push towards breakthroughs, travel, and bold changes in direction. Decisive movement over hesitation, bold changes in direction. Those things go together. So what is that? And I'd love to hear from you in the chat. What does that represent to you? Like, does that trigger or inspire any ways of thinking or any ahas or any if the world is really amping up and getting excited about entering into this new Chinese horoscope or astrological era, what does that mean for you? How can you leverage this? If your stakeholders, if your community is getting ready and feeling confident, intelligent, movement, a steady desire for freedom, amplified with amplified energy of independence and passion and speed and a drive toward action and momentum, how can you lead them? What are they driving towards? What are they passionate about? What shifts are happening that they care deeply about that you align with that can help you amplify the momentum for your forward direction for the purpose and the mission that you are here to bring to light? So those are kind of the questions that I wanted to raise. And so here's the thing. Whether you believe in zodiac systems or not, that's not the point here. What's proven is that humans respond to temporary landmarks, so like New Year's, birthdays, seasonal shifts, right? Those inspire reflection and tools or cycles and tools of reflection and momentum. So a new cycle changes behaviors, it resets identities, it invites recalibration, and it invites an opportunity to deepen your mission and your connection with those that you're here to serve. And okay, I found this really, really interesting. So the last time that it was a fire horse year was in 1966. And in some East Asian cultures, the fire horse year, especially in Japan, it's so to say, as I found, carries really strong superstition. And that led to, back in 1966, there was a drop in around 25% of birth rates that year due to the belief that if people birthed women, baby girls, that they would be so strong-willed that they would be problematic for prospective husbands when they got older, right? So what is the point here? The point is, again, people's belief systems, their way of thinking, and then the emotion that follows shapes their actions, shapes what they create in their individual worlds, and then together, individually, that all creates the collective. So right now, today, there's this new, I've been seeing it like everywhere. Everybody's talking about the fire horse year. So really understanding what is shaping, like what are they excited about? They're excited about this forward momentum change. They're excited about shedding out old layers of indecision and exchanging that with decisive action. They're excited about shifts of freedom and not being controlled. Control is a tool of fear. They're excited about these things. You can be excited about these things too. And if collectively the majority of people are really feeling into this, this means that it will shape reality. So what does that mean for you and your visionary leadership, your purpose-driven leadership, to help move your momentum or shape your momentum, shape your mission and your vision forward? I hope that that lands. It's really meant to simply give you food for thought. I find it really fascinating. I find it really fascinating to look at cultural movements. I find it really fascinating to look at what people believe, therefore think and feel, and how that shapes the collective. And then what is my role personally? What is my role in that? How do I support, to the most of my ability, the forward progression, the forward movement in the direction of the vision of the world that I would like to live in, that I would like to help create? And right now, if there's this amplified energy collectively of moving that momentum and that vision forward, what a beautiful opportunity to continue to amplify your leadership as a purpose-driven, mission-driven leader. So for today's drop-in, what time is it? Perfect on time. For today's drop-in, that's kind of what I want to feel into. So for those of you who are joining for the first time, I always kind of share one insightful thing, or hopefully insightful thing, to help broaden your perspective on your way of, on just kind of how you think about things, right? The broader our perspective, the more wisdom we have, the more critical thinking we have, the more ability we have to lead with purpose and with potency and resonance. And then we follow that with a drop-in. So for this drop-in, it's a breathwork session. We're going to breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. I will guide, I will lead. All you have to do is be present, turn off distractions, breathe, and follow whatever your body might be asking you to do. If it asks you to move, move. If it asks you to be still and just feel and listen and follow my voice and how it guides you, do that. The purpose here, there is a scientific purpose of what we're doing. We are getting out of our analytical mind, which is where fear lives, and we're getting into our body where our other two intelligence centers exist, where they live, our heart center and our gut center. I've done 2 sessions now in these morning lives, so they're on YouTube, they're on LinkedIn, and they're on the podcast, about these 3 intelligence centers, the science behind them. And when we get out of the analytical mind and into our body, we drop into our body, into our breath, into our heart and our gut, we actually expand our ability to access infinite intelligence, infinite wisdom, clarity, insight, alignment, attunement, and resonance. And those are extremely powerful and potent skills for purpose-driven leaders. So that's why we practice this every day for about 10 minutes. So for those of you who are going to join me in this, if you are driving, it is not the time to do this. Come back to the recording when you have time to really get still and be present with yourself, not when your focus, needs to keep you alive. If you are sitting in public, so you are, at a cafe or a WeWork or in an office, in a cubicle, or with a window where people can see you, and you feel a little silly to just sit and close your eyes and breathe, I invite you to feel silly and do it anyway. It's a great practice. It's also something that people will feel they will feel the shift in you. When you get into alignment, when you get into coherence, the shift is potent. With a calibrated nervous system, which is another benefit of this, Every nervous system is looking for constant calibration. So by you showing up with a calibrated nervous system, other people's nervous systems begin to co-regulate with yours, which means what? Which means that you are sending signals that you are safe and you are trustworthy. So people feel the shift in you. And after enough time of doing this, they're going to start to consciously realize that they're noticing a shift in you. And they're going to start to wonder, hey, what is this secret thing that you're doing? What is this thing that you do every morning when you close your eyes for a few minutes and you breathe and you come out and you're like this powerful, potent, magnetic version of yourself? I want in. And they're going to ask you, and then you get to lead by example. So that is a beautiful thing. So feel silly and do it anyway, because I promise you will stop feeling silly the more that you do it. Okay, that being said, let's get into it. Closing down distractions, please. Gifting yourself this beautiful few moments of connection, deepening the connection and the relationship with yourself and your body and your awareness and your coherence and all the things. Simply in through the nose, out through the mouth. I will guide, I will lead. And the intention today is to feel in. Let's kind of amp up that energy. So if we are really starting into this new fire horse year based on Chinese astrology, and it means all of these wonderful things of forward momentum and amplification, strong desire for freedom and bringing that freedom to life, energy, passion, then what is your forward momentum? Let's feel into that. Whatever your mission is, whatever your vision is, whatever your goal is, whatever your dream is, it doesn't matter what it is. Let's breathe into getting excited about it. Because what do we know? We talked about this last week. One of the secrets to visionary leadership is being grounded in gratitude of what's here now and being excited because you know what's coming. So let's feel into that thing, that forward momentum. What are you driving forward? What are you calling to you? What are you bringing to life? How are you making a positive impact in the world? Let's amp that up. All right, so closing down distractions one last time. Shauna says, thank you for this discussion. You are so freaking welcome. Thank you for having it with me. And I'd love to hear your thoughts. As we settle into our breath, so taking that breath in through the nose, out through the mouth, in through the nose, out through the mouth. If the voice in your head, if your head is kind of on overdrive this morning and you're having a lot of thoughts, that's wonderful. That means you're alive. Whenever you feel or notice that you're thinking, just thank your body for its life, because your thoughts mean you are present, you are alive, and just slowly direct your attention, your focus, your awareness back to your breath. In through the nose. And on your next exhale, following that breath, so out through the mouth, following that breath down your body, see how much you can feel the breath move through your body, down your throat, down your chest, down your belly, landing in your sit bones. And bringing your awareness as you continue to breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth, we continuously move that breath, bringing your awareness down to your sit bones and noticing, there's no wrong way to do this, so simply noticing the sensation of the seat that you are seated upon against your body. What does it feel like? Just notice as you continue to cycle that breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Noticing that if you choose to really sink into the seat, meaning releasing some of the tension in your body, sinking more deeply with your breath and your body into that chair, giving the tension and the weight to the chair. The chair won't mind and the seat won't drop you, which means you are safe to let go. You are safe to be present. You are safe to breathe. In through the nose, out through the mouth. And on your next inhale, in through the nose, bringing that breath up from your sit bones. So again, taking your awareness, taking your focus, and following it up from your sit bones and feeling that breath come in, up your belly, and landing in your heart space. One of your most powerful intelligence centers. And as you bring that breath in through the nose and out through the mouth, with every inhale in, while you're breathing in through the nose, let's imagine that it's actually your heart center that is taking in that air. So here you want to open up your chest cavity. You want to feel your lungs opening up, letting it feel so good, because oxygen is life. This is your life force. Letting it feel so good, letting it fill your chest, fill your lungs, fill your heart. And with every exhale through the mouth, allowing it to go, the breath to go from your heart into your belly, allowing you to sink deeper and deeper into the safety of your body. So the flow here is in through the nose, opening up the chest as though it's your heart that's taking in that breath. Calmly, easily, letting it feel good. Out through the mouth, bringing that breath down into your belly, where it feels good, where it feels calm, where it feels safe. Again, letting that feel good. This is your birthright. This is your life force. This is your divine right to feel good. And the better it feels, the more you amplify the benefits of getting into coherence. So in through the nose, opening up that heart space, out through the mouth, sinking more deeply and deeply into the body. In through the nose, opening up that heart space, out through the mouth, sinking more and more deeply into the body. And letting yourself take your breath, follow your breath on your own, and simply noticing what you notice. There is absolutely no wrong way to do this. So you just get to notice. You get to explore. How can you make it, allow it, permission it, invite it to feel 5% even better? How can that breath fill you up and bring 5% more of that feel-good sensation? How can that exhale into the belly bring 5% more of safety, of trust, of feeling good, of feeling anchored? When you think of the year of the fire horse, and you think of forward momentum, you think of everything that you want to bring forth for your life, for your career, for your purpose. Allow that thought to get you excited, to allow your breath to feel even better, even stronger. And as we take our last few moments of breath, really feeling in to your vision, to your goals, to your mission, to the leader you are stepping into becoming. the grounded, potent, resonant, powerful, vibrant, attuned leader. Let yourself feel excited for who you're stepping into and the infinite potentiality that comes with stepping into your highest, most potent, most resonant leadership self. That's something to be grateful for. That's something to be excited for. That is something that is yours, and that is something that you are actively doing, even just by showing up every morning with me. So bringing a hand to your heart if you don't yet have one there, and taking, as we always do, a moment of gratitude. Gratitude for yourself, for taking this moment, taking these 10 minutes for you to get into alignment, to get access to clarity, to infinite wisdom and intelligence, to really bring your vision and your mission to your heart and let it amp you up, let it get you excited. What a powerful, incredible gift this body is, that gives us this ability to do this, and it's always just the remembrance of a breath away. So feeling deeply excited and grateful. And when you're ready, wiggling your fingers and your toes, and coming back to the moment. Invitation to feel, always invitation to feel, invitation to share how this might have landed for you. How was the drop-in? How are you feeling? Have you had a chance or have any thoughts come up with regards to my share on this fire horse year that we have just entered into? What it means for you, your vision, your mission, your leadership. I want to share something with you today because I finally have clarity around something. And that is, I am reopening the doors for my visionary leadership mastermind, and I am taking it to whole new heights. In it, I teach the curriculum for our visionary leadership certification, and it is a 12-month experience container for mission-driven leaders, visionary leaders who really want to access the full depths, the full connection, clarity, all the things that we talk about every morning of your body, and stepping into the intelligence, the wisdom, the intelligence centers of your body, and fully stepping into your next evolution, like quantum leaps, next evolution of the leader you are here and meant to be. With this, there is a retreat included. It's weekly sessions of learning and embodiment unlike anything you have probably ever experienced before. So this is really for the leader who is ready to step into their next evolution and to be surrounded by visionary, purpose-driven, mission-driven, high-impact, successful leaders who are ready to do the same, doing it together. And people start to feel the difference in their leadership and in the culture of their organizations within 3 weeks of this program. And I am reopening the doors for the next round, the next 12 months for this container. So if you are interested, all you have to do is either DM me or email me, magnes@crisisreadyinstitute.com, or DM me on LinkedIn, which is direct message me on LinkedIn or Instagram, or comment below this video, comment mastermind, or send me a message that says mastermind, and we will hop on a call and I will share even more about it. So that's my first kind of invitation. It's the first time I'm announcing this for this next round. I am so crazy excited about it because it's time for us to take it to the next level. It's time for more leaders to really, really step into your full potential, your full power, your full resonance, your full coherence, your infinite potentiality to lead the mission that is on your heart, to lead the vision that you are here to lead. So if you're interested, just send me a message that says mastermind, and I will get you, we'll hop on a call and I'll share more with you. All right, that being said, enjoy today. As you look around and you see, I don't know, maybe now you'll notice even more people talking about the fire horse year. See what you notice. Remember that perception is reality, right? What people think, what they believe, drives how they feel, and all of those three things combined create the reality individually, and every individual creates the collective. Together we create our collective. So if people are really feeling amped up, which I'm noticing that they are, of this fire horse year and all that it signifies, that forward momentum, that shift in new beginnings in powerful, powerful ways, what does that mean for you as a resonant, mission-driven leader, and the vision, the mission that is on your heart that you are here to lead? How can you leverage how people are thinking, feeling, and behaving to help add momentum, build momentum to your mission and drive that forward? All right, I am Melissa Agnes. Thank you for joining me today for Morning Lives with Melissa Agnes. I will be back tomorrow, Wednesday, 9 a.m. Eastern, live on LinkedIn and IG. If any part of your body, as I talked about the Visionary Leadership Mastermind, if there's any part of your body that feels intrigued, that feels excited, that feels like, oh, I want to learn more, follow that. That is your body's wisdom speaking to yourself. What do we know to be true? We know that once the body feels good, then the mind will talk our way out of it, right? Don't listen to the mind. Follow your body. Let's get on a call. Let's explore it together. I am looking for only 12 leaders. That's it. I'm closing the doors after 12 leaders. So it's going to be a small, intimate, potent, powerful container. And if this feels good to you, send me a message. Write mastermind and we'll get on a call. All right. Thank you. I get a message that says, as always, very insightful. Thank you. You are so welcome. And I will see you tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Eastern, for another Morning Live with me, Melissa Agnes. Have a beautiful